Hello and welcome to Comic Books and You. Today we're going to look at Takeout by Donal Delay, which is a 12-page mini-comic with one extra page, which is more or less the script of the whole thing. We're not going to do the whole shebang here. We're going to do like I did last week, and we're just going to look at the comic and discuss it real quick. Basically, it's a very simple story here of a guy wanting to get takeout pizza. Sounds positively interesting here. But of course, things happen. Right now, as the story starts, we see here that there's riots all over town, and our intrepid hero is trying to get his pizza. The art style in this is actually quite interesting. It's very cartoony. It's much closer to Saturday morning cartoons in the US or some of those strips you get in Magazine Spirou, Magazine Tintin, which makes it actually a little bit more interesting than the highly realistic stuff we keep getting. And the paneling here with the cord of the telephone around it here is also very funny. It just brings out the interest in what is going on. Perspective, we get a few nice shots like this throughout this, and there is nothing complex or nothing advanced in this entire book. It just works. That's what it's meant to do. Of course, there's some parts here I would have probably liked a little bit more details, but this was done, I think, over a weekend or something like that, so it might not have needed that much detail. And when we get into the actual fight scene, it actually looks really good. It's very interesting to see the action here. It is exaggerated, it is cartoony, and it's how it's supposed to be in that kind of situation. The splash page that we have here is really, really good as well. We've got all the rioters. We have no idea what they're rioting for, against, whatever. All we know is that they're blocking the way for our hero to go and get his pizza. We know this character died because he's got X's in his eyes. This was actually a very important post by Donal when he was writing this comic. And it goes really well. Once again, we see the action is exaggerated, but it works fairly well. Our hero gets to the pizza house, gets what he needs, and leaves. And there is a catastrophic ending in the whole thing at the end. It doesn't need to be anything more than what it is here. It's just a funny little comic that is free, that's available to anybody who wants to download it and who wants to read it. Honestly, if you want to throw a few dollars the way of the creator, it's not a bad idea. The PDF itself is not the best quality. Like you saw when I was scrolling, it had some loading issues. PDFs are weird like that. Some of them are very nice and scroll really well. Some of them are choppy. Depends on the quality of the PDF. Depends on your reader as well. So you do have some time to experiment if you want good reading experience with a comic when reading it through a web app. Well, not a web app, through an actual desktop app. Most people have decent quality ones, but sometimes you get just random quality. And sometimes you have people sending me 1 gigabyte files because they're actually the masters they're going to use to print their own comic. This here is web exclusive, more or less, so you need to go and get it online. You can contact the creator for more details. And like I said, at the end, you have a real quick script here. Gives you an idea of what was going on. Nothing else in the peritext here outside of that. The cover itself is also pretty good. Could have worked a little bit differently here, because here it doesn't look like takeout, it looks like delivery. And it definitely isn't Delicio. So I thank you very much for listening to me today. I hope you guys have a very nice rest of your day. And I'll see you guys later. Keep on reading comics, keep on enjoying them, and I'll keep reviewing them. Bye-bye.